I decided this video is probably going to be about what I do to when I write out a pattern. Um, I sit down with the item and I literally go line by line. Like, oh, I've already done the project before, so I know about how many stitches I need for each row. But that's what I decided to do. This one isn't complete. It's probably going to be a future one that I'm going to show. I just haven't gotten it all done yet. So I'm just going to put that one aside. But yeah, I often use these yellow notebooks for like jotting down ideas, like a list of stuff that I want to make for this particular for the tutorials on here. I have a list of things that I'm interested in making. Some of them aren't like totally written out entirely. It's just jot down of, even if it's not spelt right, it's just there. I know it's just a list that I just jot down real quickly. And this is some of the stuff that I've looked up the stuff and might sell it for or might decide what. I think this one was mostly about the dice bags. I'm still thinking about doing a tutorial on those. And I was just like seeing how much they were selling it for on Etsy, deciding a price. They have different ways of doing them. Um, just some popular stuff as well that I thought I might do. Some of this was also for the farmer's market. I have a necklace in a certain color and I can't figure out where it is. It's like bizarre. I know I didn't sell it, but I have it somewhere, so I don't know where it is. It's really sad. Because I dedicated a jewelry box, and I'll show that in one of these talk-alongs here, one of these days, that the episode that what I've done. I'm also deciding to add more of those paracord bracelets. And this is mostly I sell at the farmer's market. So they sell slowly. They're not a big thing anymore, I guess. Once in a while I'll get somebody that's a zombie show fan that'll buy it. Or somebody that's a Mad Max fan. So that's why this is kind of it's just something I wrote down. I don't know where the long lake came from. I have no idea why that's out there, but it is. Um, but I looked up a bunch of things. It was just stuff that I was throwing around. And I have a list of things. You guys also know that I make cat toys, so I have a list of that. And I'm going to do tutorials on the cat toys. Because I think that other people should be able to make them and sell them as well. I mean, I can't sell them all over the place, you know. Some of the rates on Etsy are really killing me. And it's just, you know, I do sell my stuff once in a while on Facebook. I didn't put anything out recently because I've been trying to get stuff together for the farmer's market and for these tutorials. Anyway, like I said, I'll look up the item. This is for like an Etsy listing. So I looked up the items for what other people put down as their tags. So I kind of look at that once in a while. I wish everybody would show their tags. That'd be great. I mean, and their sales. I like to look at that stuff. It's interesting what they're selling. It doesn't mean I'm going to be able to do it, so. But there's a few things here that I was just throwing together. Just stuff I wrote down. Some of these were for doing things on YouTube here, and some of them were just other things that I wrote down that I was going to put down and other things. Just what goes through my mind. But when I'm deciding on what pattern I want to do, like let's say it's going to be a new thing and it's in my head, which happens a lot, I like to write it down. This particular one was started in the 90s, so it is old, and somewhere along the line it got wet. It looked like it's been rained on. I don't know when or where, but it looks like it's been rained on. I don't know. It must have been left outside at one point. I don't know exactly. But this is an old binder that I've had laid around, and you can see by the, it's not even attached right. So this was just doodles I used to do. I have no idea what that is. And some of these other ones, it might have been just looking up butterflies. I have no clue what I was doing. On this particular one, there's like a, just a dog that I was doodling. Other things. I don't know if you can see this really clearly because some of this is starting to fade because it's been that long since I've actually done anything with this. And I got address something written in here. I have no idea what that's about. Like I said, I had this book since the 90s. It's just is what it is. I'm going to see if I can bring a little more light in this room. That's better. I don't know if it's better or not. Some of these are for, like for hair pieces, for like plastic canvas, things like that. I don't know how clearly you can see this because like I said, the writing is starting to fade out. But it's just ideas I wrote down or things I saw that I thought might interest me. Some of this is Barbie doll furniture and some of this is keychains. I still don't know if you can see it very well, but it is what it is. And, yeah, so it's just something I've thrown together. Credit card holders. I was thinking about doing a wallet at one point, with plastic canvas, of course. It was a big plastic canvas thing, I guess. Occasionally, I do plastic canvas tissue boxes, doll furniture occasionally. And sometimes I will make something out of plastic canvas and crochet a cover for it and put it over it. Like a doll couch. That works quite well. I also think about bags I could be making for like in purses and stuff like that. Just stuff that's is what it is. Some of these patterns in here have been copied from somewhere else. I have no idea where. It could have been off a site. It could have been out of a library book. It could be anywhere. But like I said, this was done in like the 90s, maybe early 2000s. I can't really tell you. This one was probably done in the 2000s because there is a minion. I don't know if you can see him, but he's there. Sorry about that. And more stuff that I wrote down. I threw stuff in here that I found laying around. There used to be a lot of them in here. Now there's only a couple. It's just free patterns I was thinking about doing. It is what it is. This one is, looks like it's moccasins. Here's one that I don't know if you can see that, but I kind of did this design at one point. I have one. I don't know where the other is. That's really sad, but that's how it is. I just wrote down this pattern. I never actually did this pattern. And again, more plastic canvas and crocheted items. The bath puff, that takes up a lot of cotton. A lot. So you need like a big, one of those. I don't know how big these are. I got one. Well, it takes up a lot of cotton off one of these. This one's been used. I do other things that I'm planning on doing with that. I'll probably have some tutorials on that too. This is stuff I've been tossing around for a while at the time. This one here, I believe, is... Oh, these are the earrings and stuff I used to make and sell. Most of these are gone, as far as I know. Almost all that stuff is gone. Gone, gone, gone. Just stuff I wrote down. I think this was a doll. This is a mitten pattern that I got when I was a little girl. It's probably the first pattern I did on my own, other than school, to crochet. It's the classic mitten with the faux out, but I took that part out, and I do it differently than what they used to do it. Now I just make a regular mitten out of it. I don't have that cuff on there because I don't like that. Even though I know what it's for, it was for like to tuck it into jackets so the snow doesn't get behind that mitten and, kids get cold hands. I may or may not do this one. I should, because the pattern was given to me. It was shared. Yeah. I don't really make a lot of mittens because the market I'm at has somebody who makes a lot of that stuff. And she does okay, but I do better. But I get up and, like, confront, I stand up and greet the person that comes to my table, which you should be doing, and she doesn't do that. It just is what it is. DMC floss, I still cross stitch from time to time, and I was big into that in the 90s, and you don't need to see that. This one was for handle pot holders. I found out they have a different name. I made one, but I never made any more after that. This is for a doll that I think I copied off some site. I can't remember what one. There was a lot of them, so I don't even know if this one is still up. And there was a girl, which was with the boy, and a pumpkin doll. I always think that I'm going to do that, and I don't get around to it. This one is a Cuddle bunny blanket. I think these are the Lovelies. I think this was the one for the Lovelies, but I'm not sure. And this one, obviously, it says it's a poncho, so maybe that's what it is. I have no idea. Pants for an 18-inch doll. This one is my pattern. This is something I wrote. Yeah, along with that one, too, I wrote those. Maybe I'll post them, because I wrote the patterns for those. Again, another bath puff, but, like, they take up tons of yarn. Just tons. I did one once, and it was just tons and tons. I don't know if you can see this one here. It's pretty faded. But this is for the Doctor Who scarf. I used to knit them. I sold like 3 of them. And they're like 25 feet long. The car seat blanket you can't use at all anymore because they changed the rules to that. So it's obsolete. I made like 3 of them. I made 4. I sold 1. So I ended up with the other 3. I'm thinking of undoing the yarn and just using it for something else. Not sure on it yet, but probably I'll do it eventually. I just kind of doodle sometimes and I'll drop stuff. This one's for a diaper cover. I sold that one. I thought about doing a Pokeball purse. You know what the name is. We're not going to say what it is, but can't call it that if you're going to sell it by that. Otherwise, they get a little owly with you. We might do that. iPhone case. I've made a couple of those. Um, this is not my pattern, but I have to write up a pattern, and I think mine looks better. And this one was a monster. Like I said, some of these I wrote down. Uh, I just wrote them down. Um, this one was, I was going to make doll clothes. I was going to actually sew them. Um, I have a book now that I can do better. I think this is another one of the, it looks like it's another one of the scarves for, for, oh, Doctor Who scarf. That's another one of those. Oh, crocheted puppy with floppy ears. Woohoo. Oh, this is the hat pattern. Oh, I didn't even know I had that in here. Okay, crocheted butterfly tutorial. I might have done this one online. I don't know. I don't know. There's the daisy ones. I used to sell flowers on Etsy. I think these were copied out of a book. It looks like they were. Barbie dresser. I was just going through the ideas of what I was going to do. I have the book on this now for these animated dogs. I don't know if I have this specific one, but I do have one of them. I got this one for the library and did the no-no and copied it out. I have a few dog sweaters. I now own the book to this because last year I sold a whole bunch of dog sweaters. Now, if you're going to do a dog sweater, though, you need to measure the dog from the back of the neck to the base of the tail. Around the chest, that's the heaviest part of the chest, you know, the roundest part of the chest, and from shoulder to shoulder. That helps you get the dog sweater made decent. Oh, and around the neck as well, because you want to make sure that you have collar size, because, well, otherwise you could have problems. You can also make adjustable neck ones. I mean, some people like them, but I had great success. This is some old stuff I got laying around. Just a Bible cover and stuff. All right. Anyway, that's the old stuff. I now have, if I turn it right side up, I now have a place to put all of my patterns. I got like a couple in here. Some of these I did in past tutorials. I might redo the tutorial because I have the camera better set up this way. And I have a few in here. This is for the horse blanket. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. If I'm going to sell the patterns or if I'm going to, but it'd be really reasonable. It'd be like $3, $3 to $4 on them. It wouldn't be like a fortune. Plus, you would get the opportunity if you have a problem with it. You could contact me and like I could walk you through the pattern or whatever, or even put the tutorial that was on it, on there. I am going to do a tutorial soon. I just got to get off my butt and finish the I can't even find the words. Finish the item I'm making for that tutorial. And I have another one going to be coming up as well, but I have to finish the item first. And one I have to do like in sections, otherwise you will get confused on how to make the item because it's in steps. Um, well, maybe not. Things in my head don't always come out like it's hard to explain. Um, anyways, I'm like I gotta finish it, so that's what I'm going to do with that. And then I have one other that I want to finish up, and then there's a couple of them I gotta finish, but I'll be working on them. I'm probably gonna do a yarn haul tomorrow because I have a box coming in the mail tomorrow for with some more yarn in it. So we'll do another tutorial on that, and I'll give you some ideas what I'm going to do with the yarn. And um, I think I ordered it from Joanne Fabric again. And I have some yarn that I actually went to the store and bought. So I'm going to do that all in one yarn haul. I'm probably going to do that tomorrow. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, I thought I'd show you what I do. You know how I jot down ideas. You don't have to specifically go out and buy a journal that says crocheting journal. You can use a notebook or whatever, blank paper. Just jot down your ideas. And what I do is I have the idea of what I want to make in my head. So then I start making it and see if it turns out. If it turns out, then I'll make another one and then I'll write down how I made it while I'm making the next one. And then that's how I make my own stuff. Sometimes I'll draw pictures of the item that I want, or sometimes I'll see something that I think I could crochet, like like a doll or a character of some show or something that I think I could crochet. Um, and I'll just start puddling with the yarn and like make something. If it doesn't turn out, my daughter usually claims them. So I don't have to like hide them. She just like the other day I wanted to make a dinosaur, but it didn't turn out to be a dinosaur. I guess the yarn wanted to be a dragon, so it became a dragon. Anyways, I'm just saying that you should be creative and not be afraid to be to make stuff. Go out there and try different things and see what works for you. You should be creative. Anyway, I'm going to let you go because like I rattled on enough. Remember to subscribe, hit like, and leave a comment if you wish. I always love to hear from the people who watch my YouTube channel. Don't mind don't mind it at all. Okay, talk to y'all later. Bye bye now.